Welcome to the Natural Way of Being video blog. This video is titled The Opportunity Cost of Possibilities. So there's this really cool concept in economics and in investment strategies called opportunity cost. And opportunity cost is the cost or loss of potential gain of other alternatives when we choose one alternative. So for example, if I choose to invest my money, my resources in real estate, there's an opportunity cost of not being able to invest and gain from that investment in the stock market. So that's kind of what it's designed for. Then we can look at our return of investment and all that stuff and analyze it. So when I was in this workshop, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, and I was hearing this concept, and I immediately saw how it could apply to other areas of our life, to spirituality, and more specifically, to kind of possibilities. So today I want to work with it even more specifically and in terms of possibility. And so today I want to look at it as it's like the cost of foregoing other possibilities because we're choosing to stay in our current situation, perhaps one that we're comfortable with. Okay, so there's three different ideas that I want to put forth on this. They're kind of like examples, although I did kind of make them up. But the first is, say it's with a relationship. So say we're in a relationship and we're no longer, the spark isn't there as much. We're not having that sense of intimacy. We're not having that love and that passion. And we've tried a lot of things and it just doesn't seem to be there anymore. But it's really comfortable and we love them and we don't want to leave. And so an opportunity cost would be like the cost of not exploring a relationship where you could have those things, that sense of intimacy and passion and love. So that's one example. Another example might be around job or career. So again, say we're in a job that's no longer fulfilling to us. We've learned everything we can from it. It's kind of boring. We really don't like the job very much. And so there's an opportunity cost if we stay in that job of not being able to get another job that we might be more excited about. Another opportunity cost, it can be more than one, might be not being able to start a new business that I'm excited about. And so the limiting factor here is time and energy, right? That's what, our resources are time and energy. If I'm in one job, I don't have the time and resources to explore another. And then lastly, a more general idea of this is when we stay in our comfort zone or our old pattern, there's an opportunity cost of not being able to explore new possibilities. So there's two things that we need to do to consider the opportunity costs of our possibilities. And the first is we need to allow ourselves to see all of the possibilities. Now this seems obvious, and of course, like, why wouldn't we do this? But there's this tendency to discount the possibilities that lie outside of our comfort zone. I hear this all the time in my sessions, at least at first. We often eventually work through it. But at first, my first response that I hear from clients is when I offer different possibilities, they say, oh, I could never do that. And then I'm sitting there. Of course, it's easy for me because it's not my comfort zone. But I'm thinking, well, why not? Why couldn't you? It just seems like a choice. But they don't even, there's a tendency we don't even allow ourselves to see it. So we just feel like we're stuck, okay? We're stuck in the job, in the relationship. We're stuck in the comfort zone. We create this kind of veil around it so we don't see anything outside of it. So the first thing we need to do is see through the veil, set the veil down, and see all the possibilities. And then that really opens it up. Because once we allow ourselves to see all the possibilities, there's a tendency to start feeling it. And that's the second thing. The second thing we need to do to consider our opportunity costs is to feel the cost or the loss of not allowing ourselves to explore other possibilities other than our current situation. Because the reality is, when we make change, it often happens when the pain of not allowing ourselves the new stuff, the new possibilities, gets greater than the fear of leaving our comfort zone. That's about when we start making, that's about when we take a risk and get outside of our comfort zone. So what this opportunity cost business really does is it kind of like puts it in our face, like how important are these new things that we want? We say we want, an intimacy in our relationship. We say that we want to feel our sense of spiritual purpose, or we say we want to have spiritual awakening or the freedom that goes with this amazing yoga practice or whatever else. But a lot of those things require letting go and getting outside of our comfort zone. So what this opportunity cost really does is it kind of tests our mettle in a way. It's like, how bad do we really want it? Do we want it bad enough that we're willing to look at our opportunity cost and explore things that are outside of our comfort zone? We're able to explore those possibilities that we haven't really allowed ourselves to see and experience. So anyway, that's my video blog for this week. I hope you have an awesome week and you allow yourself to see all the possibilities that are around you all the time. Okay, I'll see you in a week.